Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first ever Open Talk series by Agilegurus. नाम में एजल है, काम में एजल है, but knowledge sharing में नहीं है. I just tried a small sharing. Right? So we want to, till now we used to do the Agile series or the product talk, and we started experimenting, exploring, or expanding our wings. That's where we thought of doing the tech talks as well as open talk. And this is our first open talk. And we have our excellent speaker, our own friend here. So to give a quick introduction, he is known as a brand alchemist, a keynote speaker, a business strategist, the founder of Alchemy Network. He helps solopreneurs, creators, and coaches build digital products using AI, storytelling, and structured business ecosystem. As the author of the Brand Alchemist and host of the Wolf of Content Street show, he blends storytelling with strategy to deliver talks that inspire action and transformation. So we welcome Mithyll Dave or Mithyll Dave. Over to you. And Mithyll is a member of PSA chapter also, PSA Mumbai. So that's how we go to know each other. And over to you, Mithyll. The floor is
Thank
to
you
you.
so much, Satish, for such a kind words and excited to be here. So thank you so much to the Association of Agile members for inviting me here to be a part and sharing my few things. Satish, let's not bring it to spotlight. Let's keep it open so that each one is a hero over here because today
Sure.
we are here to learn about unlocking how can they become a hero. One humble request to everyone, if it's possible, turn on your cameras. That energy kind of brings in to the room, and it helps us everyone to see each other respond well. So this is not kind of a classroom training concept, but it's more of discussing the experience that I have in training more than 8,000 podcasters now in different field. And yes, I have a little experience training even the Agile members. So was fortunate enough during COVID to receive some uh, techies who came exploring certain things, and they thought, let's come and start. So quickly would like to know from all of you, how many of you already have a podcast? If you can share.
So
I
you
have
can
participated as a
unmute.
guest, as a speaker, but I
Okay,
have not done my own podcast.
got it. Got it. Lovely. Rekha ji, you were saying something.
And I was asking the participants, guys, you can unmute yourself and just get started. There's no restriction.
All right. So we have only one. Who is aspiring to be a podcaster? Okay, Tanya, Satish. Yeah, I know Saurabh also. He also wants, as well as Rekha. Lovely.
I was invited as a speaker for a couple of podcasts,
Wow.
both in person and virtual. Yes, as a speaker or as a guest, I was there, but not as a host. I was not there in the host seat yet for the podcast. That's where I want to start. And that's one reason I invited you to learn tips from yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. And yes, I think even Neha had raised hand. She also wants to do it. Fantastic. So let me distill all the knowledge that I have been part of the journey as a podcaster and share with all of you. And I want you to pick my brain and ask as many questions as you want. So we'll go with the flow. There is no set agenda as such, but yes, would like to bring to you and welcome you to the world of podcasting and how you can become a brand by just becoming a podcaster. This evening is all about you. It's not about me, it's not about Satish, it's all about you. So I want you to bring that spotlight on yourself and let's start the magic of alchemy. I
So,
have prepared.
Mithil, just one question for the benefit of everybody.
Sure.
Since you'd have a flow of thought, would you want to finish your flow of thought and let people ask questions towards the end, or you want them to interrupt you? What is it? Let's finish the flow
Majorly,
and ask towards the end.
sure. Majorly will complete the flow and then they can ask. But if there is a very burning question and they can't wait for it, they can
Jump.
they can jump, yes, but with a protocol of raising the hands and then doing it so that ad hoc it doesn't feel like, "Arey, ye awaaz kahan se aa gaya?"
Right. Absolutely. So that was
Sure.
for everybody's clarity, people.
Awesome. So thank you so much once again and welcome you all. Let's start the journey. I have prepared a short mind map for you because I felt that I am speaking to techies, so need to bring some technology into it. So bringing the technology and going away from the PowerPoint presentation. So yes, here is the mind map to you. Do let me know if you are able to see the screen or I need to zoom a little bit. Okay. I'll just make a little bit bigger. Fantastic. All right, let me quickly ask you, and this is an interactive session. And mind you, guys, like you, even I am a techie. I have two screens. I can see all of you in one bigger screen, and I can see all your expressions, like how Tanya is smiling and writing notes. So, yes, I will be asking you two questions. If possible, please turn on your camera so that I can see. This is one thing I have learned. The moment हम screen share करते हैं, everyone turns off the camera. हाँ, अभी हम आराम से बैठेंगे. So, yes. Let me ask you two questions. Very first one is, please raise your hands if you think that you have an idea worth sharing, but you have a question. Who is going to listen to you? Do you have that particular thing in your mind? And the second question is, who here listens to podcast regularly? And which one do you listen to? What's your favorite podcast channel or podcaster? You can unmute and answer that. बियर बाइसेप इज वन. द रणवीर अलाहाबादिया शो इज वन. आई नो काफ़ी लोग ने सुनना बंद कर दिया होगा बाद में, बट स्टिल इट वाज गुड. राज शमानी इज ऑल्सो अ गुड पॉडकास्टर. इफ समवन इज मोर इनटू different worlds and all that, so Joe Rogan hai, that podcast is also good. So anyone is listening to podcast over here?
So for the first question, no, I know there are definitely people who wants to listen because I create the YouTube videos or the sessions on a regular basis as part of this community, and we know that there are definitely set of people who will be ready to listen. But my point is like how to get started. So that's
Fantastic.
a no for question A. But question B, yes, I don't listen to podcasts. I listen to like Kindle, Audible books
Beautiful. Beautiful.
whenever I travel. So that way, like I will prepare my own notes, or if I'm driving, I will be focusing on that. But if I'm traveling somewhere, then I will prepare my own notes, create some mind maps like these, and start making use of those concepts in my next sessions or next topic.
Fantastic. Fantastic. What about you, Tanya?
So actually, I have a connected question. I don't listen to podcast or audiobooks. So my question is, because I don't listen to podcast, then why would, it's not that the content that I have or why would anyone listen to me, but I don't listen to podcasts. So exchange of energy, does that impact?
Beautiful. Yes, as we know, there are three types or three categories of people: VAK, video, auditory, kinesthetics. So many prefer video because it's a experiential, immersive experience where you have video as well as audio. And again, when we say podcast is no more left audio only. It is audio plus video now. So yes, YouTube is a great platform to podcast, to kind of broadcast your podcast, as well as when it comes to even Spotify is now the video format. But many of the people, like as Satish said, that when he is commuting or is doing something, he listens to audiobooks or podcasts. I do the same. So one mandatory 30 minutes that I listen to one particular thing is The Strangest Secret. I listen every single day for 30 minutes because that is something that keeps on giving me some ideas every single time that I listen to. So yes, and kinesthetic are the people who will not listen, will not view, but they will read. So even the transcribed is very important. So that makes a very important aspect when it comes to the podcast. Yes, Neha. You would like to share something? I hope, Tanya, I was able to give you the answer. Fantastic.
Sure, Mithil. Thank you. So I have very recently started listening to podcasts. This year only I transitioned to Agile, so I listen to a lot of podcasts on that, and then on Amazon Music there are certain podcasts. So however I'm feeling, I just search something and I look at the podcasts available and I start listening to it. So basically, if I'm working in the kitchen, if I'm just sitting there, so I prefer podcast more than the videos.
Got it.
So yeah, and for your first question, right, I do feel that we might, or I might come up with some content which could be useful to people, but I don't know where to start, and then if anybody would listen, how
Brilliant.
to start. Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Awesome. So let's go ahead and let's understand the opportunity of voice in the noisy world and why it is crucial. First and foremost, podcasting is nothing but a asynchronous thought leadership. That is something that brings your expertise, your thoughts, and your experience into it. Because Rekha is different, Tanya is different, Satish is different, Saurabh is different, and each one comes with their unique experience and expertise. Second, that you think is please understand, and this is for you. The future belongs to those who publish and not just who code. So we have a lot of consumers, but if you want to stand out, please become a creator and not a consumer alone. Third, let me give you a quick quote. This is from Plato. So those who tell the stories are the ones who actually rule the world. So do you really want to have your brand across the world? Please start telling your stories. Quickly, if I tell you, I was like you, I was more to do with tech, task, and timelines because I started my journey as a corporate trainer. So it was all about technology, it was all about task, trainings, and everything and completing everything, especially MIS on timelines. And that's the reason why I eventually fumbled upon that I wanted to be an RJ. And then how can I, start my own show? सो बाथरूम में थोड़ा बहुत रिकॉर्ड करता था, कार में चलाते वक्त थोड़ा बहुत रिकॉर्ड करता था, एंड ऑल दोज रिकॉर्डिंग्स और वॉइस नोट्स वर प्राइमरीली फॉर मी ओनली. So earlier I used to record with the mic all my ideas that used to pop up. Then slowly and steadily inner circle को मैंने share करना start किया certain musings that we say usually, and people started liking it, and I thought, okay, people are interacting it, let's do something about it. So one thing that I have found out in this entire journey as a podcast coach is why tech professionals are the ones who make great podcasters. One, your strength is technology, and podcast strength is technology. So that goes hand in hand. But you need to remember that when it comes to episodes, it comes with a system thinking. So you, as agile members, you go with system. You want everything to the, you cross your T's and you get your dots to the I. So structured episodes will help you a lot because you are into the process of system thinking. Second is problem solving, and that's where insightful discussion. In fact, what we are doing right now can also convert into a podcast. Third, if you see, is agile thinking is nothing but iterative improvements. So slowly and steadily, you can also bring slight improvements and your experience or what you found out. Maybe people are not that well versed, but maybe by listening to exclusive agile oriented podcast, they can get many ideas of it. Fourth and foremost, daily stand up, micro storytelling. It's important because everyday communication is a practice. This is one thing that I learned in the world of theater. I used to do and stand up every day and speak up. So Rekha, it can be a 2 minutes, 3 minutes, what thought comes in your mind. And if you remember everyone, you guys do it on LinkedIn every day. You put your text, you put your description, you do something or the other on LinkedIn every day. Now you just have to up the game and bring audio or a video into it. And it's okay. What people will think, what will happen, don't think about it. Your job is to release that experience and expertise into the universe. The universe will find the right people who need that concept. Let me break the first myth over here that podcasting is only for extroverts. No, my dear friends, it is not only for extroverts. Primarily, if you see, it is also for introverts. And in one of the therapy concept, it is usually said that, start journaling. So journaling has one concept of video journaling and audio journaling also. And that's why people note that down too. So tech professionals excel because of depth and not just delivery. So you don't just deliver, you go more deeper into it. Let me give you some agile analogy over here. Think of podcasting like a sprint. So backlog all your idea list. You can have your sprint goal as each episode. And if you think a retrospective over here, a feedback loop. So that will help you a lot. And with that, I'll just say one quote from Stephen Pressfield. Please start before you are ready. Because that is something that will help you a lot. I was listening to one of the speech given by Jim Rohn where his mentor said, because Jim Rohn wanted to be a disc jockey, and he said, you practice every day to be a disc jockey because it is always good to be ready before the opportunity comes rather than getting the opportunity and then preparing for it. So it's much better to do it every day. I hope you guys are taking notes. And since most of the cameras are off, I really don't know whether you are listening to it or just over here for attendance. So let me quickly share you the inner game, the mindset and the identity. Now, why first I'm going with the concept? Because it's crucial. It's important for you to understand. I'll tell you the how, but you need to first understand the what and the why. And I think that's how the Agile members start, right? So first and foremost, the imposter syndrome in tech. You always ask this question, why me? Let's flip it up. Why not me? That's important. That's crucial. So let me give you a quick reminder that you don't need to know everything. Please share what you just know. Do you really think I know everything in the world of podcasting? I'll say 90% yes. But there is still a scope of 10% that I can keep myself, that I can improve it every single time. Because I am competing now with the world of Gen Zs. And very soon, Gen Alphas are also going to come. So their way of thinking and everything is different. But still, I have enough experience as a podcast producer also. But still, 10% is where I keep my scope of opening. I'll tell one more thing when it comes to Agile, that storytelling is also part of Agile. So sprint reviews are nothing but storytelling. Client demos are nothing but narratives. And even every Jira ticket has a story behind it, that how did you come up to it. Now there are people over here who are non-Agile members. It's okay. There are certain lingos that I'm using which the Agile members understand, but at least you're understanding the other part, which is the general lingo. So that's okay. The second myth that I want to break is you have to be famous to start. Hello. I was not famous when I started. I started in the year 2016 only because I wanted to start. So it's okay if Sashi Rekha wants to start a podcast, she can start a podcast. If she has something to share, she can share. And you don't need to be famous for it. Why? Because your audience will find you when you are consistent, Tanya. So people will listen even if we don't listen to podcasts, but they will listen to you because you have the power in your voice to make that difference. And that's crucial. That's important. A quick quote by one of my favorite entrepreneur, Steve Jobs. He says, the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do. Do you agree with me? Everyone? Fantastic. Thank you so
Of
much.
course.
Let's quickly go to the next, the how. I think now people will be more on the edge of the table. Please tell me. I'm taking more notes. Oh, lovely. People started giving reactions also. All right. So let me give you a 3-level gear guide. The first level is the starter level. And I'll tell you with the cost. Cost is from free to 500 rupees. I also started my journey from here only. In 2011, I started the journey of podcasting, not with an expensive camera or a mic, but with 4 big chemistry and physics books, which I had during my graduation. I stacked them up on each other and made it into a tripod. I used my sofa cushion as the backstand, and I put my mobile phone there, and I started recording my YouTube videos. And if you feel I am joking, go to my YouTube channel and see my first video. You will see it, because that's exactly how I have recorded it. I believe you should start with the resource that you have rather than investing it and then doing it, because it will pinch you. So first test the waters. So the first start with the starter level: phone, Zoom, Audacity. Audacity is a free software used even by Hollywood producers. In fact, I teach in my podcast course, I teach everything about Audacity, and everyone is using Audacity for audio editing. It doesn't do video editing, it's an exclusive audio oriented software. You can record everything on Zoom. I still do the same. And with a phone. Phone has a beautiful voice recorder. Everyone has it. Most people don't use that app, and that app feels neglected. Please bring that app also into use. You can also create covers on Canva and make it beautiful. And there is a software called as Descript. You can use it for the free version. You can use it for even editing. Then the next budget comes between 5,000 to 15,000. So you can start with a Boya mic. So the mic that you can see, which is going on and off on my screen, this is a Boya mic. Sorry, Boya mic is the one which comes with a collar. This is Muano AU A04. So this is a little high-end version. There is another platform called as Riverside, which has become very famous right now. Most of the good podcasters, they record their podcast interview format on Riverside website. There are certain AI tools like Cast Magic, Capshow, which helps you for show notes. You can use that also. So each of them are paid softwares right now. Free versions मैंने आपको पहले ही बता दी है. But if you want to go more on the professional setup like the ones with Raj Shamani and all these people have, then you can go for Rode mic, which is an expensive mic. You can also use Focusrite Scarlett, which is also another mic. And Final Cut Pro is the software which is used for editing videos and cutting everything. Let me tell you the workflow, how it is. First, time commitment. Keep 1 hour a week to record everything. That comes up with your ideation also of script writing, topics, and we, thanks to AI, we now have even ChatGPT who can help you out with all those things. You can use Notion, free version, or Trello for episode planning, so that it needs to have Rekha a sequence, right? In the very first episode, what you said, the second episode, the third episode, and it should be a sequential thing. Every Agile member thinks in that way, right? And then you can record in batches. Agile style, sprint, you can do it 2 to 3 episodes in one go. And release only 1 episode a week. So आपका at least 3 हफ्तों का episodes are done deal. It can be taken care of. So myth over here, let me break it. Podcasting is too technical or time consuming. It is absolutely not. Just take your phone, put a headphones there, whatever thoughts or topics that you have, plan it in advance. Just hit the record button in your voice recorder and you can publish on Spotify. Simple. Tell me where it is technical now. Technical happens when you bring, the world, and you all will agree with me, Mahindra, Richa, everyone, that the process are all simple. It is we humans make it very complicated. Do you all agree with me?
Absolutely.
Right? So
Agree.
yes, even the podcasting is simple. Please don't make it complicated. And I know, let's wait till the end for people to ask questions and you will understand how complicated we have made it. So the truth over here is it's more about system than skills. Just put a system in place, life will be simpler. I record my podcast on the go also while commuting. And then I use Audacity to remove the background noise and everything. That's it, nothing else. But even I have listened to very famous podcasters recording everything raw with all the background noise and everything in their voice, because that's what they want to show, that how authentic I am. I don't want to be fake. So the quote over here, it's an African proverb, that if you want to go fast, please go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And that's what this Agile community is all about. right?
One of
So
my
we
favorite quotes.
fantastic, Rekha. Loved it. So this is the how, and we can go more deeper into it. But for that, it will take the whole day because the concept of podcasting is also a little, uh, I would say, long. But I want to add one thing over here with podcasting. You can also build brand the way I have built my brand. So podcast is nothing but also considered as a brand engine. How? Because podcast is nothing but it is your voice portfolio. Satish, people usually ask, right? Speaker portfolio. So what is speaker? Your voice, how do you want to deliver it? What's your voice modulation and everything? So podcast is nothing but a voice portfolio. And it is great for internal leadership. It is also good for community visibility. Also, it is for LinkedIn growth. LinkedIn also has a voice, right? There is a voice section where people, do uh, communication and they kind of do brainstorming with each other. The format choice over here, there are 4 ideas that I'm giving to you. You can pick any one. The very first one is solo tech talk. So you can have developer diaries, you can have mindset Mondays, or you can go in an interview format where you are interviewing fellow colleagues, authors, startups. You can also go in a case study format. I'll give you ideas like debug this behind the sprint. So because see, the case study which or the one of the thing that Satish is working on, and if Sasarika can learn from that particular use case or a case study, I think don't you think that makes sense rather than repeating the same mistake and then realizing, oh God. You can also have a podcast exclusively on tools breakdown, why I switch from Jira to Linear, right? It's important. So these are your thoughts. This will make you a thought leader in the agile world because you are sharing your experience. Otherwise, how will people know your expertise? How did Satish know about this expertise till the time he didn't had a conversation and I didn't approach him and I didn't spoke about it and then follow about it and then he said, okay, let's do it. So this is what it is. You need to market yourself. So this is one format that you can do it. Let me tell you a strategy. One episode that you record can be converted into 3 LinkedIn podcast or a 2 audiograms. Tanya was just sharing about her podcast interview that she had done today, and she had created 2 audiograms in the form of YouTube shorts. You can convert the whole podcast episode into a blog. People do it, put the entire transcript into it, or you can also convert it into one email newsletter. What my very dear friend Saurabh does over here. Every Tuesday, he sends a newsletter. So, what happens over here is keep branding consistent. Your tone, your template, and your voice will remain the same. That needs to be consistent. And if that's consistent, that creates something called as a brand recall. And that's very much important. Whether you are doing a job or you are a consultant, that remains the same. And everyone wants a celebrity in their own team, right? So even if you're doing a job and if you are a celebrity, don't you think that would be the HR will talk about it? Will always highlight you in the team meetings. You want even that, right? HR को तो ये करना होता है, उसको तो अच्छा लगता है, अरे मेरा एम्प्लॉय, आई हैव प्रोसेस्ड इट, मेरा एम्प्लॉय. So when it comes to agile over here, please think of personal brand like a product. So MVP, most valuable product, your very first 3 episodes. So the very first episode is called as the channel trailer. Please remember it. This is the one which you are given the opportunity to highlight it. So every time anyone comes on a Spotify or on Apple Podcast and wants to listen to your channel trailer, that's the very first audio will be kept exclusively aside. The rest of the list will be at one side, but the channel trailer or the first episode will be at that side. You can have weekly content. I publish 3 episodes a week because I'm full time into this. But you can, if you want to start, you can either do it once a week or once in 15 days. But the main thing is have a backlog, the topics that you love. And this is one thing I'm going to brainstorm right now to each one of you. What are the topics that you love? We will be doing it right now. So, a simple quote, if I have to say, what Jeff Bezos says, your brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room. That's crucial. There is a beautiful quote from the movie Guru, and I'll quote it in Hindi. जब आपके पीठ के पीछे लोग बात कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब आप फेमस हो रहे हो. So let me give you real stories from tech to mic. First, I'll give you my journey. So if you see, I started my journey as a corporate trainer, and in 2008, I started writing articles, Satish. And that's the time when I realized, because internet was very new, कि भाई ये रहने वाला है. And I hope everyone remembers Orkut before Facebook.
Right. Yes.
True. So thank God
Yeah.
people remember Orkut even in
Yes.
2025.
We
I
Yeah.
had
don't think
accounts over there, Orkut.
I don't
Right.
think our generation will forget that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, we are angry on Facebook because he ruined Orkut. But when it comes to Orkut, that gave me the power to start writing articles. And I felt like this is something which is very crucial. 2011, when I saw, at least in India, when MTNL and BSNL ka broadband went a little fast, I was able to explore the YouTube world also. So 2011, I became into YouTube. And 2016, when I started interacting with international clients, I got to know there is something called as podcast. Because I told you I wanted to have my radio show, but unfortunately, it was very expensive. And I felt like, okay, at least a podcast is something like a radio show, backup plan B. So I learned about podcasting in 2016 and I just went full on into it. Fortunately for me, unfortunately for the people who lost their lives during COVID, that due to COVID, the entire thing got hyped up, the internet and all those things. And that's when people wanted to learn more about podcasts. And that's how I started the journey as a podcasting coach, because I had enough experience of more than now 10 years to teach about people what mistakes I learned and did, so that they can't repeat the same thing. Next, if you see the tools that really help me, my entire ecosystem works on Notion. I do my editing, especially my podcast transcript. I do it on Descript. There's another app called as Minvo. So these are the two that I keep on playing around with. And then LinkedIn is something which is like my branding agent, I usually say, because that is something that keeps me pushing in front of a lot of people. So what was the result? I was able to launch my book, but also was able to be invited as in one of the book deals and became a co-author with some other people. My podcast grew. I got opportunity to speak in communities like Agile. Thank you, Satish, once again. And also as a keynote speaker, only because of podcast. See, if I can do it, I think you guys can do much better than me. Some other examples: a developer turned podcaster who now runs an internal L&D podcast. Satish knows about him. He is also from the Agile world. I won't name him right now, but yes, he is one of them. Then we also have a product manager who started Retrospective Unplugged as a side hustle, and also a quality analyst lead whose podcast got him into a developer advocacy. And he is the one right now, one of my student. He came in 2020. Right now, he's working with Discord and handling the entire Discord podcast in Silicon Valley. So anything can be possible. So the takeaway over here, if you see, if they can do it with their full-time job, so can you. Let's quickly wrap it up before we go to the Q&A section. So a recap core message over here: please start small, but the most important, Tanya, is stay consistent. Speak your truth, even if it is for 5 people, because that will eventually compound. And Rekha, even if people don't listen, they will. Maybe not the first episode, Satish, maybe the 10th episode they will connect with you. But when they will connect, it is going to be a ripple effect, because it takes time, right? Lies are sold faster than the truth. Next step that you need to remember, and this is one gift that I have curated for all of you. I'll email it to you probably tomorrow. So I've created something called as a podcast starter kit. You can download it. It will help you. You can start with voice memo, which I told you, it's a voice recorder every phone has. Probably that's the reason why it is called as a smartphone and not just a phone. People have done it with Nokia 3310. I think you can do it with Apple and Samsung. Yeah. You can also connect with me for more resources. You can go to my website and download a lot of freebies for you. And the final words that I want to say over here is that your mic might just be your megaphone to the world. Please don't lose this opportunity. We are in the golden era right now. And I want to see each one of you shine because you are the sunshine of your own story. But point to remember, ideas are very easy. What matters is the execution because execution is everything. And do you know who are the richest people in the world? Where will you find them? Satish, where can you find the richest people in the world?
Who has good resources in the network?
Graveyards.
Yeah. That's
Because
correct.
they were the ones who had a lot of ideas, but they didn't execute it. Could have become millionaire and billionaires, but ended up in graveyards. So the platform is now open for Q&As. Let's go ahead. Any feedback on the session? Was it helpful? Did you learn something? Any key takeaways? I'm
There's
talking to
one question here.
Sure.
Arun is asking how to get podcast ideas. Any guidance?
Who's asking?
Arun. Arun
Is
Kumar
Arun here?
Prajapati. You
Okay.
may switch on your
Yeah,
camera.
Arun,
Arun.
let's do a brainstorm. I'll give you 1,000 ideas right now.
Yeah, so basically, my question was specifically like, I am not sure whether my idea will work or not. So, how to do that kind of validation?
Let's validate right now. What? Give me one idea.
Yeah, so right now, like I am transformed into Scrum Master, most likely into Agile thing, right? So I'm practicing Agile from last 6 months, 7 months officially, but I'm being studying it from last 2 years.
Fantastic.
Now, like my idea was like to start something on this topic as a podcast.
Fantastic. So Arun, let's document your journey. My journey as an agile enthusiast,
Enthusiast.
right? So, Ketan, I mean, if you ever heard about this ad, and I'm bringing humor over here. पहले मैं बहुत
Mhm.
उदास था, मैं बहुत दुखी था, उसके बाद मुझे ये मिला, और आज मैं बहुत आगे बढ़ गया हूँ. So, if you see, first you were someone else, you stumbled upon Scrum, you came into the agile world, you are anyways working with agile for 2 years, but you officially came 6 months prior. Why did you become and why did you come into the agile world? Out of everything in the world that is there, why agile? I want to know. I am curious. Now bring humor into it. Bring little, and I'm not telling you to dance like TikTokers, but I'm asking you to bring little humor into it. Now, see, even if the way I said to you right now, people smiled.
Mhm.
This is humor. This much is enough for us. And ChatGPT can bring amazing things here. I mean, you can do it.
Yeah.
So,
So
We
like we
tried
have
your
to.
story,
we have group of people around like where I learned this agile. So we became friends now, and we like for five members trying to do something on YouTube channel or something on podcast. That is our plan, but we somehow couldn't start so far.
okay. Then you can name your podcast as Hum Panch and Agile,
Mm.
Nice
right?
name.
Thank you. So Hum Panch
So
and Agile.
we even thinking to start some kind of trainings as well.
See, now if you see, everything will pop out from there. If you say Hum
Correct.
Panch and Agile, each one says about their story, and this is like a bonfire conversations that you can do. Arey, why did
Yeah,
you start?
thanks.
How did you? So that ideas, that conversations actually are nothing but storytelling. People will be more
Understood.
aligned to it. And now when that is happening, people are listening to you. Now don't immediately come up with trainings and start selling it. But first create that momentum. Make people fall in love with your concept. And then you can say,
Mhm.
in fact, you need to listen and read between the lines of the comments that people will be giving to you. That will give you the ideas of what type of trainings, what kind of workshops you need to conduct. And trust me, my friend, after 6 months, you will come back and you will thank the Agile community for conducting this podcast, because you would have become a micro influencer.
Understood.
I believe in you.
Shrika, wanna check out your thoughts? Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Hope I'm audible.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, my question is also similar to Arun, that what we can do new, like whatever I'm feeling like I'm just taking a topic, I always feel that that is already kind of explored to the great extent, and we do have a lot of materials around it. So what I can do new thing, like that is my
Unique.
unique stuff. Yeah, what I can post unique, because it should be unique, right? At least should not be I should not repeat whatever there in the platform.
Got it. I'll give you 2 ideas. Satish, I think
Just to add on top of it, like only the starting part we are facing challenges.
I know. I know.
I guess most of us, we do have ideas. Most
True.
of us do have plans as well.
Absolutely.
But that kick off starting that particular thing is not happening.
That
Absolutely.
push.
I totally agree with you. Sasrika, I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you can call me Sati also in short.
Sasi is best because it takes me to Sri Devi. Sasi.
English, yeah. Okay.
So I'll give you 2 ideas. Satish, I need royalty for all these ideas that I'm giving, okay?
Sure.
2 ideas, Sasi. First idea is you having do you have kids, Shashi?
Yeah.
1, 2?
Only one. Yeah, one daughter.
One daughter.
Great, yeah.
So mother-daughter talking about Agile.
Okay.
Complete chaos, complete confusion because daughter doesn't know what it is.
Okay.
How you can bring the learnings of Agile into education and make the student learn better, systemize it, right? Second thing, you can bring the concepts of, was Agile actually used in Ramayana and Mahabharata?
Okay.
People will listen. This is unique. Now, this is something different.
Okay.
Or what if, can America improve, especially Donald Trump, if they apply Agile concepts? Funny. So what you're doing is,
and Trump into retro.
absolutely. So what you're doing, Rekha, over here is you are bringing current affairs, making it little entertaining, and you are actually giving solutions.
Yeah.
Can the war of Russia and Ukraine be stopped by Agile? I mean, people who are listening now, right now, they are thinking, how it is possible? But think about it.
Think newly, yeah, that is.
These are nothing but hooks.
Mm.
These are something which will be like, oh, this is something out of the box. This is cool.
Mm.
I hope I served your question.
It helps. Maybe I will think through on these aspects, yeah, and I will come up with.
Fantastic.
And my second question is, I hope people is more interested on kind of videos instead of just hearing the audios, right?
True.
That is my perspective, right? Instead of I'm just hearing something, I always go with how it actually works. We do have the workflows, whatever there in the videos, it shows the correct execution and how it works. Then just hearing the hearing
Absolutely.
in terms of podcast. So how we can make it more interesting when compared to the videos?
Start small, start simple. Because the initial stage, if you complicate with process, and I'll tell you why. This starting year, Tanya, I had a particular challenge. I said that I want to start a 75 days challenge. Satish, I wanted to make 75 videos. And I was very comfortable, Rekha, with a software which I was using in editing called as Final Cut Pro, which works beautiful on MacBook. And I was exploring or consuming content on YouTube. And Tanya, I stumbled with DaVinci Resolve and I fall in love with it. Unfortunately, the templates that I had were all compatible only with Final Cut Pro. I'm recording videos. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to be active and trying to learn DaVinci, everything jumbling. Eventually, After 8th video, I was inactive, I was overwhelmed, I was exhausted, and I went into my shell because I complicated my process. Then I realized, let me learn the whole Da Vinci, because that is something that will help me a lot as a uh, content creator, also as a YouTuber also, because as you said now, how to make it more interesting. I found Da Vinci much better than Final Cut Pro, but unfortunately I was not pro in it, and that jeopardized my whole concept. So this is something that I proudly say, and I don't mind saying it. Please start small. Don't do mistake like what I did. Make it simple first. So start with simple videos. Eventually, because see, why simple videos? Because you want to validate that idea also, na?
Correct.
Right? At least 10, 15 videos, you just keep it as simple as possible. In fact, simple videos are watched more than complicated videos. Videos with jing jang, animations, and all that. And I'll give you one example. Everyone is over here on Instagram. There is a beautiful Rajasthani girls, two girls. They are sisters. They keep on talking with each other, certain very deep conversations. And they are very simple questions, simple setup, ambience, background of a village. And each video goes for 1 million and above. A simple question is like, why, okay, why don't our parents get vacation the way we get vacations in our school? उन्हें छुट्टियां क्यों नहीं मिलती? अभी तो समर हो गया, हमें समर वेकेशन है, उन्हें समर वेकेशन क्यों नहीं? लाइक लिटरली मेड मी फील, आई स्टार्टेड क्राइंग, लाइक यू नो, ओ माय गॉड, फॉर अस द वेकेशन इज ओनली संडे, otherwise all days we are working. That really connected with me. And the ambience, the setup, and everything is so simple. If you want, I'll share that account with Satish. Satish, you can share it with the community. They are simple videos. Each video goes 1 million and above. Two young daughters or sisters, less than 10 years old. Of course,
Wow.
mother or father will be recording it, but fabulous. मतलब कहाँ से लाते हो ये content, कहाँ से लाते हो? So I hope, Sashi, I was able to justify your question.
Yeah, it really helps. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Over to you, Neha.
Hello, I have actually two questions. So the first one is, you quoted some very good quotes when you were in your presentation and while you were speaking also. How to get those every time? Because I think that these are the ones that actually catch the listeners or the viewers' attention. A lot
Sure.
of the other part of the content is monotonous. So how do we get this?
Beautiful. Do you read?
I used to, but now not so often.
Got it. So when I
I think
read,
the tweet question is, do you listen to books at least? Or do you read?
so Neha, what I do is, and I this is one thing I learned many years back. Each one needs to create something called as a swipe file. So a swipe file is like a resource center that you need to keep for yourself. Any book
Mhm.
that I read and any quote that I like or a sentence that I like, I write it down. Earlier, I used to write it down.
Mhm.
Now I put it into an Excel, and I have that
Mhm.
entire collection, which resonates with me. Then, whenever I prepare my keynote or I prepare a webinar or a workshop, I go to that swipe file and I
Mhm.
just go and search which are the quotes which will resonate with this. So there are categories, and that's how
Mhm.
I have put it into Notion, and it helps me out. Then I put myself in the shoes of my audience. Will they smile or will they remember that quote? These are the only two questions I ask, because these are the two
Okay.
things which will make you remember me forever. I need
Mhm.
to make you laugh, or I need to make you get that, wow, this is cool, man.
Right,
These are the
right.
two effects that I should get. Then that quote
Mhm.
matters a lot. That's it.
So how
And
should
all
I
of that,
start getting? Sorry, Rekha. Yeah. Go ahead,
no, I
please.
was saying all of that in that short attention span these days.
Yes,
So
yes,
Three
right.
according to
seconds.
Attention
people,
span is very short these days. Yeah.
3 seconds. Neha,
oh
three
my God,
seconds.
that's a shocker.
Yeah.
I thought at least 15, 20 seconds. You're saying 3 seconds.
Rekha, that
Really?
is you. That is you and me, our generation, 10, 15
See, that
seconds.
is 3 seconds. Oh my God.
Our daughters, our sons who are Gen Zs and Gen Alphas, 3 seconds. Just say Lububu,
My
everyone will be
God.
like, yes. That's it.
Yeah, right. So Mithil, how do we start creating that swipe file?
Okay. Open an Excel sheet, start
Mm-hmm.
reading books, or start listening to books, or
Mm-hmm.
search on Google famous quotes, start
Mm-hmm.
adding them. This is a daily process or the process
Okay.
of many years. You just have to keep on adding it. It becomes a huge collection. I don't mind
Mm-hmm.
giving my swipe file to you, but trust me, it will not work. This is
Mm-hmm.
something that you have to create on your own because these are your codes. These are your
Mm-hmm.
lessons. These are something because
Yeah,
each
yes.
quote or each something will take you back to that thing. Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
was
Right.
sitting in Kodaikanal, was next to that waterfall. I was reading this and I got that aha, that idea. I added there. So these are the
Yes,
things that,
yes.
kind of help me out.
Okay. I think I have to start doing that now.
True.
So, and the next question is, if we will have the content, we'll create that audio files. How to do the marketing? I mean, so that the people know, okay, this is coming out soon. How do we do that? How do we
Okay.
tell people?
First, don't tell your family and friends.
Okay.
They will not listen, they will not like, they will not comment. And you will get demoted immediately.
Completely agree with you. Completely agree
Okay.
with you.
True. So don't go into that zone. Put it on WhatsApp status. People will view it. Go it on LinkedIn and create curiosity. You have an
Okay.
agile community. Put there. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you one famous quote. This is the one I have written in front of my laptop also. I keep it in
Mm-hmm.
front of my desktop.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful quote from Bible. So please don't bring religion into this, but this quote is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ask and it shall be given. So
Okay.
you can straight away go. You can ask Satish. I asked him, I followed him for at least 4 to 5 times. Satish, when are we doing? Satish, when are we doing? सतीश बोला हाँ कर रहे रुक जाओ भाई कितनी बार पूछोगे कर रहे
Okay.
so what happens is you can go into the community and say hey guys I need your help. I'm coming up with a podcast. This is the
Mm-hmm.
first episode. Please listen to it and tell me. Give me your feedback. Now if those people don't give you the feedback, that means you are in the wrong room. Then find the right
Okay.
room. Simple.
Okay.
And again, the moment you put that content, first of all, everyone, the moment you put that content in the world, please don't assume that you're going to be the next Ranveer Alabadia. Right?
Right.
Even if you get 10 views, even if you get 100 views, it is
Thank
fantastic.
yourself.
Yeah, pat yourself. Can you
That it's okay. You're at least good. You're clicking.
True. Like, because I teach Instagram and LinkedIn also, Rekha. People say, Arey, my video, Satish, got only 200 views. Only 200 members saw it. I said, do you even understand 200 people? Put it into a room. Can you speak it to them in 200 people into that room?
Yeah.
Just because it is virtual, you
Yeah.
can't see it. So, like, not every ball of Sachin was a sixer, or a Kohli was a sixer, or Dhoni was a sixer, right? Every goal
Mhm.
Messi makes is not a goal. So it's
Right.
okay. But that does not stop them from attempting it every single time. So you need to create it every single time. Sashi, I'll be very much interested to listen to the conversations of you and the daughter having for Agile. I will learn as a parent, I will learn from you as an Agile expert, and I can implement as a parent with my daughter also. She's 11-year-old, 6th standard. If Agile concepts can be implemented into education, I think it works amazing. And you will be invited into schools, colleges, and university as a speaker to speak to the students. I'm like, I'm giving you a vision.
It's so
Yeah,
true.
it is
Sorry,
true.
I'm so it's so tempting. I'm compelled to talk through this. It was like my daughter was very young, like maybe 9 years, 10 years old, maybe. And she's like, Mama, how can you live with one person all your life? Inside, I was like, whoop, what? But I can't react outside. And and I can't hush her up also because I don't want to do that. that will stop her thought process from conveying it to me without a filter.
Rekha, I'll
I
stop you here.
trained myself there.
I'll stop you here. And in the storytelling, now you said your daughter asked, how can you stay with that one person for the rest of your life?
Yes.
Where is the humor here? If you
Uh-huh.
can bring a humor here, like ayo, yeah, ta ta ta. What is she talking? Now what happens is
Instead of
you
like, ooh.
huh, that ooh we could not connect with the ooh, but ayo.
Yeah.
So these are some lingos, these are some things, this is storytelling. And again, Sashi,
Right.
you make that podcast, Rekha can also do it, Satish can also do the
Correct.
same idea, all will be still be able, all will be different.
Correct.
Your
That's true.
your own
Exactly.
We all
storylines and
have our own
experience,
experience and third person.
exposure.
True. It's all about the conversations. It's all about the conversations. So even if you copy ideas, there are parents sitting here must be thinking who are not kept their cameras on. No one is saying I'll do it silently. Do it. No problem. Do it. No problem at all. Right? Each one is unique. Conversations are unique. Experience are unique.
Yes.
But what matters is you will try 3 times, you will try 4 times. Only that is going to be the winner who will try till 100 times.
Yeah.
I have 350 podcast episodes, not got paid even for single of them, but I still do the interviews. And it
The
matters.
passion.
Yeah. And that's why I became a podcast coach. So Neha, I hope I was able to answer your question.
Yes, yes, and I think very beautifully. Just one more question. So, do we
Sure.
need to have also a stack of podcast before we go live, or we can just go live with one?
No. 4.
Okay.
At least have 2. As I told you, you
Okay.
should have 1 episode a week minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So at least for 2 weeks you have a backup. So you are not see, otherwise you will actually go into a stress mode. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
Okay.
I need to record, I need to record. No, 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 no. Have 2 weeks
Mm-hmm.
backup. That's it. Minimum 2 weeks backup.
Neha,
Okay.
I
The
will answer in
daily
the
flow.
agile terminology.
Just
Okay.
like the backlog in Agile.
Mhm.
We
Exactly.
should have.
Just like the backlog. Have 2 sprints worth of
Yeah, yeah. No,
backlog
no.
ready.
What I meant was when we go live, do we just start with one podcast and then next week, or do we have to give at least 4 or 5 at a time for that? When you go live.
Okay.
Uh,
No, I mean, first record 3 to 4 episodes, edit it,
mhm,
keep it ready, and then
mhm.
schedule it. So
Okay,
if you
so.
are in a
Mhm,
job, okay, how
mhm,
I do? Let me explain you how I do.
mhm,
I sit
mhm,
1 day of the month. I
okay.
record everything. Second day,
Mhm,
I edit everything. Third day, I schedule everything. And then I
mhm,
mind my business for the rest of the
okay.
month.
Okay, okay.
Simple. I don't want to invest that much time in that.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
You're
I
welcome.
don't have any more questions. Yeah.
No problem. Thank you.
Nice, Neha.
Mandeep,
Mandeep, go ahead.
Hi, I joined late. Sorry for that. I joined in
absolutely
middle
not.
where we were talking about the tools and all. I found it interesting. Okay, so I have thoughts. I actually wanted to go into this line because I have been into agile so far that I have live experiences that I want to just share with people and get the. I'm not looking for anything, just a sharing mechanism, right? But now I see that, and I see that it's it's just that I have to just start, right? The way
Absolutely.
you have given the course, I loved it actually. The way you delivered it, I think I am taking notes. I have pen in mind. I am writing things actually that you have told me.
Lovely.
I now I'm saying it. Why did I join late? I should have joined it little early,
No
right?
problem.
So now my only problem that I see at myself,
Challenge.
right?
Don't say
Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
Use a challenge.
yeah. Challenge, right? That being consistent. ऐसे deliver करना है हर बार, right? So I got few points that it's something that you have to create backlog as we do it in our agile terminology, right? A backlog should be there, and then you plan accordingly, right? But I would like to hear from you that how did you so far? Like I heard that you're doing this from 2016 onwards, right? So how did motivated yourself? I should say in that way because I मैं बोर हो जाता हूँ जल्दी. अगर मुझे वो हो गया end to end, I know the things, so I think okay, let's move on, right? So I switch the topic, but I think I have the caliber to go more detailed and give it. So I like to know from you, आप कैसे constant रहते हो, आप कैसे इस boredom में नहीं रहते हो, you have a focused approach that you do it actually. Anything on that short? That
Got it. Got
thought
it.
actually. Yeah.
It's a very simple question, and thank you for asking it. And it's a very crucial one. In fact, I should have started my session with this. Do you know your why? My why is my 11-year daughter for whom I'm doing it, right? Every parent usually does it for their kids. But I want to do something unique, something different for her. I want to create a legacy for her. I started from there. Then I met so many people and I saw that I struggled a lot and I had no one who was hand-holding me, no one was there to guide me. And I have always been a hungry person. I'm hungry. I want to learn. Even today, I learn from even a small kid to an elderly person. And मुझे कोई शर्म नहीं बोलने में, मनदीप आप मुझे थोड़ा बहुत सिखा दो. I want to learn, right? Because I'm hungry. Because in my school, I was a very shy student and was not a ranker. So but I was very passionate about science. So my science teacher knew that I was a hidden gem and she said, Mithyll, why don't you ask questions? I said, ma'am, if I raise my hand and ask questions, Satish, my friends and other members will laugh at me. So she said, stand up. I stood up and I was sitting in the first bench. Chotu sa batla tha. So sitting in the first bench and she said, it's okay to be fool for 5 minutes, then to be fool for the rest of life. So start asking questions. So that's the day I said, अब मैं पूरे सारे क्लासरूम को पकाऊंगा, इतने सवाल पूछूंगा, मैं फूल नहीं रहूंगा. And that's how I started. So now when I started, now see, for example, see Mandip, you asked this question, I can see that you're hungry. This is my passion. This makes me keeps on going ahead. That there are people in the world who needs me. How can I stop? Right? So it's very crucial. Like I'll give you one example.
Right.
Tanya is my student and she's an amazing person. You know, and why I am passionate about her project? Because she calls herself Jambavan, to the Hanuman in you.
Yes.
So the day I read about it, I was like, नहीं मेरे को इसके साथ काम करना है. I want to be her coach and I want to help her out. She can be the greatest Jambavan Ramayana has ever seen. And that's how we started. So this is something because I know people are hungry. The only thing is either they are shy to ask or they really don't know where to go and ask. And kudos to Satish for having this amazing community and doing this thing. See, again, tell me one thing, it's a thankless job. 5 people will say thank you, but do you know the amount of efforts goes in hunting, searching, arranging, curating, and then executing? It's a
And
lot of job.
sacrificing Saturday's
That's
time.
right. That's
So
exactly
yes, even in
what I'm saying.
Saturdays. So so first of all, let's have a round of applause for Satish and the community for doing
Actually,
this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks so much. Yes.
Right?
For organizing this.
Now there are few people who are hungry for recognition. There are few people who are hungry for appreciation. And there are few people who are hungry for transforming the world. So you just need to find your why. What's your why? And you have a beautiful smile on your t-shirt. Your smile is amazing. It's contagious.
Right.
Bring that smile to the world.
That's good. Yeah. I think you are inspiring me a lot.
That's what is my job.
You're making me like I should start jotting my thoughts and start preparing my backlog right away.
True. Because see,
Yeah,
after you
thank
have
you so much.
gone from this world, who will remember you? Family maybe for 30 days, 6 months,
Right.
and then once a year.
Exactly.
जब हमारी anniversary आएगी.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if you create
You
a
should-
legacy, you can be Gandhiji on a note, or you can be
Correct.
Buddha on an idol, you can be anyone else. That's the legacy they have left. So let's leave a legacy. And you guys are amazing, agile people here. You can do, I mean, because of you, companies are working so beautifully, products are sold so amazingly. You are those unsung heroes. करो यार, कुछ कर सकते हो, amazing कर सकते हो आप लोग. I believe in you. Do you believe in yourself?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You deserve it. Yes, Richa, over to you.
Okay, suffix to your line, Mithil, you motivated me a lot because there was a kind of afraid inside me. Adding to the Satish's line, so I was also asked to handle a meeting, and in that meeting, I would have to deal with the leaders with lots of knowledge, lots of uh, content. So still there is a afraid inside me. I'm going be the successful speaker in front of those leaders or not. And you won't believe, the whole day passed, Saturday is past, I am still continuously selecting a knowledgeable content from the Google, from Chat GPT, and I am trying to jot it down into a small deliverable. But you can sense a kind of anxiety in my voice also. Maybe I will be able to deliver that content in front of them, because I'm going to introduce myself as a leader in front of the directors, in front of the GMs. So will I be able? But yes, you motivated me a lot. Yes, I can do.
I'll tell you one thing, and that will
So,
solve your problem forever.
sorry to interrupt you. This will be my first meeting with them, and I will be introduced by my coach in front of the whole community, where I would have to deliver this speech, something about agile and something about safe Scrum and all.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So, first and foremost, I believe in you. You're gonna rock.
Thanks.
Second, please don't be so serious and don't take your surname seriously. Itna mat sharmao,
Right.
right? Third, this is one thing, Richa, I have learned from my theater world and my training world. Did you give script to those people, and are they going to see word by word what you're going to say? They have no idea what you're going to say, right? So
Right.
then say just what you want to say.
Yes.
They are not going to judge you by jargons. But what you need to do is you need to clearly, first, you need to be authentic.
Right.
Second, you need to be knowledgeable in the field where you are representing it. ये दो ही काफी है. तीसरा, just be you, because आप ऋचा शर्मा जैसा दूसरा ऋचा शर्मा नहीं है दुनिया में.
And
They
Right.
should
जितना
feel
आपको
bad.
पता है उनको नहीं पता रहेगा. Assume that
Exactly.
safely.
Exactly. So you are unique. And again, I'm not trying to motivate you. मस्का नहीं लगा रहा मैं. जो मैं कह रहा हूँ वो हकीकत है. People don't know the script. People don't know, but they will take you seriously if you start taking yourself seriously. They should feel that they lost if they don't respect you. This is important, right? Believe in
Right.
yourself. You can do it.
Absolutely right. Yes, I can do it.
फैंटास्टिक. बस वो बिलीफ लेके आ जाओ और फिर कहीं पे भी खड़े होके आप अजाइल के बारे में बात कर सकते हो. एंड अगेन आई टेल यू वन मोर थिंग. आस्क हेल्प. आस्क 5 पीपल फ्रॉम द कम्युनिटी. यार 1 घंटा दे दो ना मेरे को, मैंने ही प्रिपेयर किया है, सुन लो एक बार
Oh,
और
wow,
थोड़ा
nice
फीडबैक दे दो.
idea. Yeah, बहुत सही idea है.
नेट
Yes.
प्रैक्टिस.
Yeah.
So one of the prominent I will say people from PSI where we represent, and he said, like, whenever you get an opportunity to speak, do that as a net practice. Praveen, Satish. So he told me, net practice करते रहना चाहिए. Otherwise, जंग पकड़ लेगा. So do net practice. Ask 4 people, can you take me 1 hour? And compensate for that 1 hour. I'm not saying by paying something, but saying, okay, मैं टिफिन में कुछ खिला दूंगी, अच्छा सा कुछ बना के लेके आऊंगी, right? Or I'll give you a shout out on LinkedIn, something like that. It will work. Why not? Give back. Whatever you took, give back. Simple.
Simple. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. In fact, I will say to everyone, whatever key learnings you had, you can go to LinkedIn a beautiful post was posted by Satish on this particular thing. बस कमेंट में जाके आप लिख दो. इससे एक चीज क्या होगा? It's a gratitude that you are giving back to Satish for arranging this. LinkedIn पे सतीश को भी सब जानेंगे कि वो उन्होंने किया है, वो बहुत अच्छी चीज है. आई थिंक इट विल मैटर. एंड सेकेंड थिंग इज, जो आपका की लर्निंग है, वेदर यू आर यूजिंग योर ओन वर्ड्स और चैट जीपीटी, पीपल विल रीड इट एंड दे विल इवन कंसिडर यू एज अ थॉट लीडर ऑल्सो, कि आपने जो जो लिखा है. आई मीन सी, आई रीड कमेंट्स ऑल्सो, उससे भी मुझे ना समझ में आता है कि वो सामने वाला कितना नॉलेजेबल है. इट मैटर्स, उससे कनेक्शंस बनते हैं. सो डू इट. यस रेखा, ओवर टू यू. And
Guys,
Richa, wish you all the best for your presentation. You will rock.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Rekha.
guys,
over
I've
to you.
put Mithyl's LinkedIn for everyone out there in the chat, so please check out. So I felt like I should also raise my hand, so my questions also get answered. So are there never knew after like listening to people and yourself, was like, oh really? Because my first tryst with computer itself was only with one motivation, that my daughter should not tell me after growing up कि आपको कुछ पता नहीं है. It should be me who should be telling her कि you do this. That
True,
landed
true.
me a job. I rose to be associate director at one of the like biggest international organization. That motivation led me there. Never ever thought it will take me where it took me. So,
Fantastic.
when it was just buried in my mind somewhere, but until this moment when I was listening, like, oh yeah, this is how it had turned out for me too. And, but yeah,
Can I
very, very
add,
interesting
Rekha, can I add
conversation.
one thing over here?
Yeah.
Before you continue the question, let me add one thing. This is a pinch to all of you. Do you know the world's one of the highest heard podcast? वो लोग क्या करते हैं? Shashi, there are two girlfriends, 45-year-old. They sit on a couch. They enjoy their wine, Satish, and they just speak. And the
Wow.
whole world listens. And they are one of the highest heard paid podcast in the world. And they are doing
Wow.
this every week since past 9 years. Tanya, 9
Whoa.
साल से wine पी रहे हो लोग.
My
And
God.
people are crazy
Really?
to just hear their gossips.
Got it.
So
So,
if they can do it, you can do it also.
correct. So true. And I had this in case for the benefit of everybody. Do you want to call out any, so two things. One, do you want to call out any hosting platforms? And if there are any kind of mentorship course or, modules that you offer for people that they can join in, or they can connect with you, on LinkedIn, and then you can talk through if they want to go into that serious kind of mentoring, like a prolonged mentoring, right? Like a deep
Got it.
dive.
Sure.
So,
See, first
guys,
and
I'm
foremost,
just telling this for everybody's information here. Go, feel free to explore. And maybe this is not so fun fact, but Mithyll, I saw BSc in your LinkedIn. You called it out also. Did you intend to be where you are, or it took a different tangent already?
see, I honestly saying BSc I did only because of my name. Because I was so bugged up with methyl alcohol. I said, kya hai ye methyl? And that's how I started chemistry. So I am BSc in chemistry and botany. But then
Whoa.
I realized there is no future in it, at least for me, because
Same
I
here.
wanted to.
I am also a student of chemistry and botany.
Fantastic, fantastic. So that's important because I never wanted to do jobs. I am someone who loves to sell, and I'm an entrepreneur from beginning. I did my college. I paid my fees of my college, Satish, by making telescopes and selling to my friends and school teachers and college teachers. Sold perfumes. So बेचना मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, and बातें करना बहुत अच्छा लगता है, and that's how I started. But I realized these two qualities doesn't connect with chemistry because there only you need to combine uh, chemicals. But eventually now, if you see, all my things are chemistry, alchemy, transformation. So
You
I'm
actually
bringing that
ended up
flavor.
doing a lot of chemistry of a different nature, though.
True. And Rekha, that came as a bulb-on moment when I was having a conversation with one of a very amazing coach from US. And in that she said, like, Mithil, you have done BSc in chemistry. Why don't you bring that flavor into it? You have learned about it. So why don't you bring? That made me
Mm.
create content chemistry, which is my newsletter. That made me create Alchemy Network, which is my community. That
Wow.
made me become a brand alchemist. So that's how I realized, okay, this is something, yes, I can do it. So
That's
chemistry is
amazing.
still in my roots and I love about it.
Lovely. So yeah, while people can connect with you, are there any hosting platforms that you just want to call out for people?
Sure. Like how we have YouTube, which is absolutely free for videos. We also have for podcast. Earlier it was called as anchor.fm, but it was eventually bought by Spotify. So it is podcasters.spotify.com, absolutely free. You can post your podcast there, which gets automatically populated in 7 other platforms. In my coaching program of podcasting, I teach how to strategize, how to create everything. And you can, like, my podcast is heard on 25 plus platforms. So there is a way of doing it, and it eventually goes there, you become popular. And podcast is a part of your funnel for branding. So then how do you get more speaking opportunities? You want to be an author, you want to be a consultant, coach. How can you do that? So all those things become a part of it. But one thing, Rekha, that I do is I don't sell any of my courses. They are there on my website, but I first like to know, there is there a need for you to do it? If there is no need, no point selling. I help people buy, but I don't sell.
Just wanted to call out in case, it needs a considerable amount of time and effort from both ends, then
Absolutely.
you may want to
Absolutely.
have a deep dive.
Yes, there is an energy exchange because anything given for free is never considered seriously. So yes,
Absolutely.
money is involved. The only, and again, it is affordable money, but the only thing is, first let's connect and have a conversation. Let's see where that conversation takes you to.
True. And Arun, for you, when you were talking, right, like Mithil does, I had this on mind, like Airtel का ad, हर एक friend जरूरी होता
जरूरी
है,
होता है.
and then conversations to conversions.
True. In fact, that can be a name of a podcast. From
Yeah,
conversions,
that was
conversations to
running
conversions.
conversions. That is running on my mind. The moment I heard you on the PSAI.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Any
yes,
other
guys,
questions,
tuning
anyone?
in. Sometimes you never know what clicks, and you have your moments that, oh, maybe this is my point. This is what maybe I want to do. Like I said, it didn't strike until that moment. It didn't strike until this moment. So when you are putting in your time, like Mithil said, you should be important to yourself more than anybody else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, what I'm doing right now, if everyone is okay, I'm putting the LinkedIn link which was posted by Satish. You can just share your key learnings there so that as a gratitude, we get back to Satish about it.
And just as you mentioning, right, Mithil, like recording or the podcasting acts as a funnel for the speaking engagements, especially the agile folks, right? Whoever is
True.
planning to be a speaker, that is the first part the conferences might be looking or might be asking for. How much ever experience you have, right? So share a 2 minute recording or share a 2 minute video of your topic. It can be any topic, it can be anything as such. So that
True.
is where you may have to even start recording rather than waiting until that point of time. That's where we are bringing this SS Agilegurus community. As part of International Women's Day, we had like 4 or 5 first time speakers came in, did a talk, the way how we do in open mic PSA, right, Mithil? So
Okay.
we implemented the
True.
same
True.
in the agile concept. Like, of course, we let the participants pick and choose what topic they want to. So it is up to them. They so if in case any of you are interested, yes, we are here to help you with speaking opportunity or engagement. Bring up your own topic. We have now even have we have open talk like this. So bring up your own topic or tech talk or agile talk or anything, let us know. We are happy to host you.
I would
And
love
that
to.
you can use it as a feedback also, right? So there is one thing asking from the conference is like share your recording, and the second thing is like share your feedback of the previous sessions. So these are the two things we need to start building it, right?
Absolutely correct, Satish. Absolutely. I would invite, and request Satish, bring and invite Tanya. She is having so much knowledge, so much information, and her talk can inspire many. She has that power.
Thank you, Mithyll.
Yes. So with that, I opened one simple question feedback for Mithyll.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And who is interesting to join our Agile community? I already shared the WhatsApp group link. We have 20 plus WhatsApp groups. I shared one of it. Once you're there,
Wow.
we can share, we can invite you to the other forums. We have job opportunities, the technical groups, product groups, agile groups, discussion groups, whatnot. We have
Fantastic.
everything.
So it's wide and deep, people. And did we realize, guys, it's like good 90 minutes. Never felt like, right? I mean, 90 minutes, 1.5 hour. This year and age, with that short span, what Mithyll called out was 3 seconds. Damn, but look at this. We've spent and never felt like, oh, I've got to go or very, very captivating. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's all about the people, the audience that,
Yes.
that creates that transformation. If the speaker or someone who, gets that kind of engagement, everything is possible. It's if this 90 minutes was fruitful, it is only because of all of you.
And we started getting the feedback in the WhatsApp forums also. Let
Oh,
me
lovely.
quickly share my screen. Yes. So this is one of our forum where participants already started. Thank you so much for sharing amazing podcast session in the group. Really, truly enjoyed and picked up few interesting insights. Yes.
Thank you.
Feedback just started coming up in the forum also. Right. So with that, I would like to take a moment to share a small token of appreciation from our side, Nidil. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having our first speaker for our Open Talk series. And thanks for sharing your thoughts, pointers, and motivating, encouraging a lot of us, especially the new members who are in a dilemma whether to start. Can I start? Can I do it? Thanks for sharing all your knowledge and pointers. Yes, folks, if you still have any questions, yes, please. We have few
Yes.
minutes.
It's all because of you, Satish. Thank you for giving this opportunity. The talk that we spoke, the conversation that we had during your book launch,
Yes.
eventually it kind of transformed into, I think, 3 months.
Yeah. End of May, June 1st
Eh,
is when we had that
Okay, cool.
1.5 month.
Really enjoyed. It was like just impromptu. Like we're starting this, and would you want to be like part of it? So I'm part of the first.
Lovely, lovely.
Can't be happier about it.
Awesome.
So
Any more
guys, give me
questions?
also feedback if you think like okay, these guys are pro, by the way. But yes, if you have any feedback that will help me, please feel free to pour it. That will help
Definitely,
me.
definitely. Let's connect. Let's have a conversation.
We'll
Awesome.
look forward to you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, folks. Any others? The last 2 minutes? Anybody wants to share a thought or think aloud? Tanya, you want to share a thing?
Thank you so much for conducting this. Satish, thank you for organizing it. And Mithyl, thank you for such an amazing delivery. Like a lot of them have already mentioned, the way you explained everything, you made it seem so simple that I also felt inspired to take action. So you must have noticed I was, getting lost. I was on ChatGPT exploring the topic ideas. You already know one of my passion projects. So already feeling inspired, Mithil. Thank you so much for this. And thank you, Satish, for conducting it. And thank you, Rekha, you also were engaging a lot. So it felt you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we all wanted it to be a dialogue. And then otherwise Mithil would have been bored by
The
monologue.
first thing Mithil was checking with me, like, will it be like a webinar or a meeting? I was like, no, it's an open forum. Yes, let's make it interactive.
Absolutely. This is important because interaction is something that creates and flows the juice. And one thing which Tanya said, the passion project. So I have something called as Project Create. So Project Create is something that, for example, Rekha, if all your expenses and everything is taken care of, what is that one passion project that you would like to work on? So we brainstorm and we kind of connect, we kind of help, support to transform that idea into reality.
We
So
do
bringing
so
that
much
passion
of it.
project.
It is crazy. Like between sisters and everybody, we do that rhyming thing. I mean, the series of stuff we do it in the most fun way. We do all that like things.
Lovely.
We go English, we go Tinglish, like Telugu and English.
True, 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 true. Lovely, lovely. Let's
We
connect.
missed having Subbu here. Subbu generally is
Yeah.
one of our community member.
Okay.
He is social media. We call him a celebrity. I mean, he's a celebrity for sure. But like, he create his own videos, of course, in
Wow.
the Telugu language. The web, he even did a web series and all these things, right?
And he's got
So
good
yes,
following also.
he has very good
Fantastic.
following, and he was supposed to be here, but he is traveling. So today he missed it. But definitely I will pass on the recording and the discussion, because today afternoon we are discussing about the same thing, the podcast. So then I
Okay.
mentioned, if it is for in person, we have one of the friend from Mithyll, who she is in Hyderabad. But if it is for virtual, we have Mithyll himself. We can take the inputs or the pointers from him, and we can
True.
take the details in the discussions. Yes,
And
the same
and
thing
Love
we are
to, love
discussing
to.
today during lunch.
we had recent convocation, cognition, wherein we tried our unique idea of drunk chat GPT. Like, what if we can, what will be his responses to our questions? Like, tired. It was hilarious. It was fun. So, we come
Lovely.
up with new things, and we did that comedy skit for for the cognition, like personal event. That was new for us. Then I came up with this drunk chat GPT. Everyone bought that idea. And then thanks to the teamwork, it was wonderful. It just sold.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, loved it. It's a brilliant idea. Tanya, we should apply this.
That's outdated now. You should try something else.
No, no, we'll bring our own flavor.
Wine, cheese, and drunk chat GPT.
Yes.
I think that's going to be the best.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, folks, we are about time. Satish.
Thanks everyone for taking your time. And first of all, thanks to Midil, Rekha, Tanya, and everyone here for making it interactive, not a boring session, to make sure to have a lot of learnings and insights. Let's keep learning. Have a nice
Absolutely.
weekend.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone. Have a
Thank
Bye
nice
you.
everyone.
weekend.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.